Hello and welcome back to the Notebook Nerd. This is Jeremy, and I have a fun one for you for today. I'm also testing out a new camera rig, so bear with me. This notebook I like for several reasons. This is one of my favorite notebooks. The first reason is because it is very cheap. You can find this one for $5 at your local Walmart. You can even order it from them online for the same price. It has a canvas or linen cover to it. It has the elastic. It's lined paper. It's closer to white than cream. You can see it has the dates on the top where you can, circle the day and the month or whatever. What I like most about it is that it is good for fountain pens. So even this really cheap notebook can handle just about every fountain pen ink that I've thrown at it, including medium nibs, everything pretty much but a Sharpie. Even the really wet pens don't really bleed through. And sometimes you'll have a little bit of ghosting, but for the most part, I've never had an issue with any fountain pen that I've had. And I even used, this one's empty, because I had one previously that I filled up, and the last third of it maybe was all just ink tests and pen tests, and everything I put in here, it wrote smoothly, beautifully. I used the thicker gel pens. It also has 2 bookmarks here, which I forgot to mention. This is one of my favorite notebooks. It is just by the Pen and Gear brand from Walmart. It's just the A5 Pen and Gear notebook. I will try to link to it in the description. But this is, again, one of my favorites. It's just, it's hard to beat a $5 notebook. And the string is pretty tight on it. These are usually pretty loose on a lot of different notebooks. But yeah, the string is pretty tight. It has the pocket in the back. You can see the Pen and Gear brand here. This one, the only thing I haven't tried in one of these is color pencils. I use the Sharpie. The Sharpie does bleed through the standard Sharpie marker. But fine liners, things like that, they work great. I've tried several different inks in here. Pilot, Waterman, Noodlers, Pelikan. I'm trying to think of the different inks that I have. Even basic gel pens, even pencils. Pencils also look good in this notebook, especially if you have the dark, smoother ones. That's what I prefer, is the darker pencils. I know some of the pencil snobs will be a little more, they like the HB, the harder graphites. I like it basically as close to a pen as you can get it. There are certain pencils that are just, they write delicious on this paper. And it's, I want to say 80 GSM. It's relatively thin, but it still has a little bit of a tooth to it. So if you use pencils on there, it does work out pretty good. So yeah, this is the Pen and Gear A5 notebook, the lined version. I believe there's only a lined version, but I will get back to you if I find another one. They only come in this cover. I've never seen, they have different notebooks, but as far as has this quality paper, it only comes in this gray cover with the basic notes written on there. I've never figured out a fun way to decorate the linen covers, but there's plenty of room inside for stickers if you're into that kind of stuff too. But yeah, this has long been one of my favorite notebooks. I definitely recommend it if you're looking for just a cheap scribbler, to test pens and ink swatches, or if you just want a legit journal, it's good for that too. That was the first one that I filled up. I just used it as a regular journal. And then the second one that I purchased was more of like an ink tester, pencil tester, things like that. But yeah, I recommend it. Pen and Gear A5 notebook. And thank you for watching, and I will talk to you next week.